Hello everyone, welcome to Book Club Preview. Today we're looking at Charlie Thorne and the Last Equation, chapter 26 and 27. In this chapter it starts off with Dante upstairs and he's kind of fighting off the Furies and he can hear him talking down there, and then suddenly they leave. Now Dante feels pretty good that he maybe could have taken out one or two, maybe three, but not all five. So even though he felt relief that the Furies had gone away, he knew it wasn't because of them. And then he realizes they're after Charlie. And so he goes down after them and tries to follow them. Now it shifts back to Charlie's perspective, and Charlie didn't die, which we probably guessed, but she had jumped straight down through some glass and landed into one of the markets. And just as she was dropping down, she felt the bullet go over her head. Wow, very narrow escape. She kind of lands and falls and tries to get back up. One of the owners of the little shop grabs Charlie and is about ready to hit her for messing up his shop. And then, Milana grabs his arm and says, "That's not how you treat a woman." She rips his arm back and throws him away. And these guys are like, "Ah!" And Charlie's really thankful. But they can't rest because from behind them, Alexei and the other guys are coming. And so now they're on the run. And this is a crowded touristy market area, so they can't really push through very easily. And the Furies are bigger and stronger, so they're kind of pushing very quickly. And so they're catching up to them really quick. Well, Milana says, "Charlie, if they get to us, don't try to fight them with your strength. Fight them with your strength, okay? Don't fight them with your muscles, but fight them with your brain." And so Charlie's like, "Okay, good idea." And the Furies catch up to them. But Charlie remembers driving past this merchant area, and she knows that there's a, not incense, but ingredients, spice, there we go, spice merchant. She grabs a handful of chili powder and throws it in the face of one of the Furies. Burns his eyeballs. Oh man, that would hurt. I think Milana kicks him, boom, in the crotch, much harder than Dante did, or than Charlie did to Dante. The guy folds right over, and Milana pushes him back into the other Furies. Now, this starts a full-on battle. One guy goes for Charlie, the other guy goes for Milana. Now, Milana's guy, she uses his momentum and crashes him into a butcher shop. He grabs a huge butcher knife and tries to cut her. She grabs a huge leg of lamb and defends it, and it gets stuck. The knife gets stuck in there. She protects herself, and then she uses that huge leg and clubs him, and he crashes down into some glass or something. He's passed out. Not dead, but he's out of commission. So then that leaves Charlie's guy. Charlie grabs a teapot full of boiling hot water and throws it right at the guy's face. He's screaming. Milana looks and sees what's going on, and I don't know what she does, but she knocks him or throws him or kicks him or something, and he gets taken out too. And Milana's like, "Good job, Charlie." And they continue running off as Alexei and another guy still come. Oh, Milana does grab the guns from the two Furies, maybe three Furies. This goes to the next chapter, which is Agent Carter trying to call the agents. 10 minutes, no agent responding. And in the old days, that's normal. But with cell phones, a whole team, something is going wrong. And so Carter tells her tech guy, hack into the cameras at the safe house, let's see what's going on. And there's only static. That's not right. So they start rewinding to see what's going on. At this point, Barbie ends up calling back Agent Carter and says, "Hey, what's going on? I was stuck in a situation." And then Agent Carter sees the film. And what she sees is someone covering their face, walking past the camera, putting in pin number, going into the safe house, putting in pin number, opening the door. She can see us hopping through the camera. Goes upstairs with the gun, boo, 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 and kills the 2 agents that were sitting there in the safe house. And so now Carter knows some lone assassin has killed the agents inside there. And unfortunately, though, for Carter, she immediately thinks a lone assassin. It could be the Furies, it could be someone else. Charlie Thorne. Everything has gone bad since Charlie Thorne, which, I don't know, doesn't make sense to me. No one's updated Agent Carter on all the cool stuff that Charlie's done. And nothing bad has happened that she should know about since Charlie. Well, maybe the fire thing. But anyways, Agent Carter thinks Charlie might be the assassin. And that means Charlie has to be taken out with a very strict policy, which we talked about a little bit before. Let's talk about vocabulary words. First one is awning. An awning is like a little kind of fence, maybe for a window, that you can put plants on. You know what? It might be like the cover over like a stall. That might be an awning. You know what? It's a piece of a house or something, some kind of decoration. Let's look at it. Let's look it up. Look at a picture. But it could be a stall, like the little umbrella or the little roof that covers a stall. I think that's an awning. Commotion is like a loud event where things maybe aren't going as planned. Move out of the way. What's going on over there? Didn't you hear that? What's that commotion? That problem, that chaos. A samovar is a special kind of teapot, and this is what was full of boiling water that Charlie used to splash boiling water over one of the Furies' faces. This expression here, play to your strength. Play to your strength means that all of us, we have things we're good at. So those things that we're good at, try to use those things more often. So for example, if you look at me, I'm pretty thin. I don't got a lot of muscles here. So using my strength power and my muscle power is probably not going to be that helpful to me. Maybe I'm really quick, so I want to use really quick movements using the things that I'm good at. And that's what Milana tells Charlie. Use your brain, not your muscles. Your body's too small for your muscles to be a lot of power. Let me use my muscles, and I'll take them out. Charlie says, all right. All right, discussion question. What would you do if you were Dante, right? Someone had just like beaten you up, you'd ran upstairs, you were like shooting people, and then they ran away, okay? Now you're all alone by yourself. Okay, what would you do? Would you follow the Furies, go across the roof, call a friend, go get a Coke? I mean, there's all sorts of different things you could do. But if you were Dante in that situation, what would you do? And that could even be like, how would you try and go help Charlie as you chase the Furies or something? Of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.